how to push and being pushed in Hunt Showdown. Welcome everybody. In this little episode we're not talking about being or not being a fool. Well, we kinda do. But this time we're focusing on one of the most important aspects of the game, next to peeking. Let's talk about pushing. I've collected some clips of me and my mates pushing foes or being pushed by enemies in some spicy situations. As you saw in the intro, the first clip is about me as a solo pushing a trio. And if you thought that I died to the red barrel, well, let's have a look-see. They were having a fight already as I was approaching. Somebody just died and I throw a molly to say hello. Well, actually I was already shooting some of them, but I was missing all my shots, so they knew about me. A quick loot before the push. Romero versus Headclicker. I didn't expect to survive this. The next one is actually a bit out of range, but I still try my luck. Maybe I was even aiming a bit too high. Should have been quite some damage on him though. While I'm trying to find him for another hit, you can already hear his mate circling to my right. And now I painfully realize he is running Dragon Breath. Another miss, and yes, I did see the red barrel, but I felt like I had to push him. So I tried to slip through in between the barrel and the hatch. I was surprised it worked, and I saw the death trap in front. So my only option was to chase after him and take the very risky standoff. Luckily, he kinda whiffed and hit my arm or something. We had some lag as well, it seems. Looks like on his side though. Anyways, I live, he dead. Are you also confused why that what seems to be oil on the floor is not burning? Never mind, no time to think, the third one is coming. Stop the burn, reload your guns. Stupid fool, just use your tool. The knuckle knife makes the dream come true. By the way, he shoots his crowning king once. There is or has been an issue in Hunt with super close long barrel engagements. It can happen that your barrel sticks through your enemy and the shot comes out behind him, dealing no damage at all. To be honest, I don't know if that is just a rumor or reality, or if it has been or will get fixed. Either way, we are clear. Maybe a positive learning here. It's okay to stop the burning effect in a hot situation, but be bold enough to cancel it if needed. Sometimes you just need a split second to kill and can continue stopping the bleed or fire afterwards. Now, let's rewatch this clip without commentary to get a feeling for the speed of the events. The next clip is about me gaining the Wellspring in a quick play or Soul Survivor. I land a lucky headshot on the carrier on Fog River and I realize that I'm lacking cover outside here. I don't want to bore you with a long sequence of me running away, taking a shot and retreating further. The core aspect of this encounter is the loose Mala that is aggressively chasing after me. I mean, we are in a quick play, so she has to chase me. Anyways, I end up retreating into Pelican Prison. One thing to mention though, if you're pulling back, retreating or just running away, don't just turn your back on the enemies and run. I mean, it can work, but I would suggest to turn back every once in a while and try to land a shot or two. Even if you miss, you give some of the pressure back to the ones chasing you. Kinda like be aggressive on your defense. To be honest, I don't like running away in quick play, especially when running away just means breaking line of sight and not actually fighting back. So it's kinda okay for me what I do here. I should have taken the crack sniper for the ammo probably. Not a big mistake, but I could have been smarter. She hits me good with the drilling, but gladly I can return the favor with a Mosin to force her into cover as well. And now the actual push begins. While I have to heal, she's breaking the door downstairs with a sticky and rushes in. I'm trying to hold the angle, but don't hit her. She hits me a bit laggy. Let's blame the server. And now I'm in a rush. I can hear the metal stairs while running away on my last health bar. The time is not enough to run towards the far entrance, so I have to take the boxes for cover. I shoot the oil lamp to make it harder for her to push. I think she's pretty angry at me at this point. She pushes through the fire and I see the carbine that I consider better suited for an engagement that close due to fire rate. I switch guns and stand up to peek. Gladly, it only takes one hit to win the fight. I guess she ran out of heals already. The message of this clip might be, if you get pushed, you may run away, but try to be tactical about the retreat. In this one we are running trios, but the first encounter is actually against a duo, but we don't know that yet. One of my mates kills the Miko with a shotgun. After that I'm stopping to play it safe on the roof and approach the building to have a 3v2 push. My dynamite doesn't hit a thing, but as I'm still scanning the entrance area, my mate outside gets overwhelmed by the new army. And the other one as well. So it's on me, and I just hit the grunt instead. Classic. Also, the second try is a miss. This moment I could have tried to go for the res, but I decide to be hungry and finish it right now. So I push after him and finally land a hit. I spam the yellow barrel just to keep the pressure high. Also, I try to ignore the grunts running after me with a hatchet. The barrel doesn't deal damage and I still need 2 more dolch hits for the kill. You can actually see that he was not expecting me that close. He kinda aimed for the grunt instead. So with this reckless push, I almost threw the one, but actually allowed us to continue the match. Before we head to Lock Bay, where the second boss is being banished, we stop by the supply point to regain the lost bars for the mates. My friends are again approaching pretty aggressively, which allows me to play my strength of getting an overview and assessing the situation. Doesn't take long until we take the first hits. You can hear a spark silencer. I am just shooting on a hunch, supported by my ears, and luckily hit the one at the window. While I'm checking down below, I got a hint from my mate with a bounty. I see the enemy inside at the door, preparing to kill my mate on the right with a bow. The Mosin clicks the head, and now we are again in a numbers advantage, and the enemy even opened the door for us. But the dynamite is super dangerous. I think it was even a small bundle, so we all run away fast. And now you can see something super interesting. Even before we could push in or play our advantage, the inside team's Lulu actually decides to push out. Some cool kind of a counter push. I think they did a great job with that. She even charges me with a bat. Now, there are 2 things coming in handy together. I am at my dolch, and the fire rate is super important. I hit her once, my second shot misses, she jumps and actually misses my head. At the same time, I can spam out another dolch round into her leg to kill her. Super close one here. I actually can't tell if she didn't hit me because my second hit registered first and she died before she could get the damage out, or if she just actually missed me by an inch. She taught me an important lesson here. Even if you push, be aware of a counter push. I'm calling a reload, but my mates want blood, so I have to cancel the reload and support inside. But I came too late. The fire soldier thingy hunter also charges me like a maniac. All I can do in my panic is praying to RNGesus and hipfire the dolch while backpedaling. To be honest, it's a bit embarrassing, but hey, in the heat of the moment, we just do what we do. A more experienced player would probably try to keep it cool and go for the head, but also the enemy was a super wiggler. So lesson here again, you can get pushed even if you think you are the one pushing. In this solo vs trios clip, I've had a hard time to find PvP for 2 rounds, so I used to be extra loud from the beginning just to make people aware of me. I've actually had 2 super cool encounters this game. In one I'm getting pushed, and the second one feels like a special bonus where I push a team that is about to extract. Let's dive in. Finally, while approaching the prison, I get shot at and feel my heart rate go up. I enter the building, but still it takes some minutes until we get a fight going on. My plan is to be agile, keep moving and kinda kite the enemy team to separate them into several 1v1s. They predict where I am, but they don't feel like pushing. Yet. Maybe they were just guessing and are about to leave the compound again. I can't read their actions pretty well, but it doesn't matter anymore. I open fire. Two label tags, but she's still alive. Meanwhile, the owl is approaching and gets tagged as well. And finally, I can land the third hit on the sister. I don't hear her dying, but I don't think she healed up to full, so I just assume she's dead. And again, they take their time to make a move. I know that I'm pretty passive, playing safe, but I'm the solo here. I want them to play by my rules. I spot the owl crouching in the bushes and land a lucky headshot. It will take some more time to make them comfortable with pushing, but if you poke them long enough, they get mad at you and finally join the fun. After making me choke a bit, they get into action. Important trap placement here. Now, enjoy the little show. With enough preparation, downing them once to make them one shot and placing some random traps, you can finish them fast. Okay, let's hurry to catch the butcher bounty. I'm not the fastest chaser, but luckily they take their time and do some PvE, I guess. Wow, by rewatching the recording, I actually hear one of them dying. Without that, I guess I wouldn't have catched them in time. Seems like there was one starting the timer and the other one's still on a PvE mission. At least that's what I've thought. So the next events, you can guess my heart rate. I call it the doggy style extraction denial. But enough talking. Let's have that clip just play, so we can enjoy the thrill together. I saw myself dying to them doggies. Super close one. But I actually made some big mistakes with the dogs. First one, not necessary to heavy attack dogs with a knuckle knife. 2 light attacks will do the job. Also, after killing the one dog close to me, I could have stopped the bleed, wrecked them and so on. But I pushed the other 3 hounds. Anyways, it worked out. Oh, and yes, it was a triple kill with a dynamite. Now I realize what might have kept them from extracting faster. The bush Wookiee gets a fair chance for a fight, but they decide to bail. Have fun on your knees then. Bye bye. Remember to always play on your rules. Snipers want you to chase them. If you decide to, accept the lose and don't feel too humiliated. Off to the last clip. Again, solo versus trios. And this is going to be a showcase about how not pushing will lose you rounds. If you're too hesitant with pushing, you give the outnumbered enemy too much opportunity to process all the audio, to heal, to make a rack shot work, to set up traps and to peek several angles. This clip is not about mocking the other team or shit on them. We are all on a learning path, but I want to use this fight to show that sometimes you can even throw around by not pushing. I am approaching Scupper while there is a heavy shootout going on. I played slow until I snagged the Felis while looting. I failed to kill the rest due to resilience of the Felis. Let's fast forward a bit. They are actually pushing in and somebody dies while I approach. I was about to push in myself after that dynamite, but suddenly I hear steps outside. I pick up the bounty because I have Magpie. After tanking that big shot, nobody pushes me and I'm genuinely surprised. So I'm gonna get inside. Gotta love the finesse, right? And now we have a long exchange of single shots and hits. I try to peek a lot of angles and every once in a while place a shot. In this moment I am complaining that they know I am alone. They got vision, but still they don't want to push inside. Their rest white shirt is actually the only one that tries and actually pushes in. Props to him for doing that without his team. He whiffs, I hit, good fight. They try to penetrate me quite a lot. I take my chance while they are aiming at the house. We see that Felis is a one-hit wonder already. Actually red skulled since the mate can pick up the bounty. Glad I brought my ammo box. Let's finish this now. Again, even though I may sound like it, I don't want to be disrespectful. It's just, would they have pushed in? I don't think I would have had a chance. Even with a Spitfire, a well-timed push by 3 people, you usually don't stop that. Not without a crowning king after all Fanny. Just my opinion though. Alright, let's wrap up this episode. We've seen people pushing me counter-pushing them counter-pushing me kiting them, and them not pushing me at all. Yes, I didn't die in these clips, but that's not my point. I want to convey that sometimes you gotta take a risk to win a fight, or at least end a fight. Pushing sometimes is a big gamble, but in my honest opinion, it gets you a big chance for the most exciting and most fun moments in Hunt Showdown. You won't always win, but at least you tried. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little exercise. Leave a like and a sub if you dare to. Let's push this little channel to 1,000 subs. Happy New Year and bye bye.